Hello everyone, nice to see you again. I am Riza Fatmi. Today I will present should plus simple, should plus continuous, and should plus perfect. Please pay attention. Okay, please pay attention. Sebelum kita membuat kalimat, kita perlu memahami kapan menggunakan pertama should ditambah verb one atau infinitive. Yang kedua should be tambah verb ing. Dan yang ketiga should ditambah have ditambah verb three atau should perfect. Berikut akan kita jelaskan satu persatu. Silahkan diperhatikan. Nah, lesson 1, should plus verb 1 is to express obligation or expectation in the future. Jadi should tambah verb 1 ini untuk mengungkapkan keharusan dan harapan di masa mendatang. Nah, inilah the use of should plus simple form. Jadi should-nya ditambah dengan simple form atau verb 1 atau infinitive. Should plus verb 1 atau infinitive digunakan untuk menunjukkan bahwa subjek dalam kalimat memberikan recommendation atau usul. Kedua, memberikan advice atau saran. Ketiga, mengungkapkan expectation atau harapan. Keempat, mengungkapkan obligation atau keharusan. Nah, ini gunanya untuk waktu future atau waktu mendatang. Should ditambah dengan verb 1 atau infinitive. In this case, modal verb can be used in present form. The sentences using should plus verb 1 shows about recommendation, advice, expectation, and obligation in the future. Should plus infinitive or verb 1. Ya, ini ada contoh dialog. Your father is waiting in the car in park. You should go now. Okay, ma'am. Nah, di sini ibunya mengharuskan anaknya pergi ke taman untuk menjumpai ayahnya dengan mengatakan you should go now. Bukan you should to go now. Ini digunakan untuk memberikan saran dan rekomendasi. Should plus verb 1 or infinitive. Nah, ibunya berkata kepada anak gadisnya, your bedroom is very messy. You should tidy up your bedroom now. Nah, you should tidy up your bedroom now. Ini adalah saran atau rekomendasi. Anaknya menjawab, okay, I will. Nah, ini digunakan untuk memberikan saran dan rekomendasi. Lesson 2, should plus be plus verb ing is to express unfulfilled obligation in the present. Should tambah be tambah verb ing adalah untuk mengungkapkan keharusan yang tidak terpenuhi di masa sekarang. The use of should plus continuous form. Jadi inilah formnya should ditambah continuous. Untuk unfulfilled obligation in present. Should plus be plus verb ing digunakan untuk menunjukkan bahwa subjek dalam kalimat tidak memenuhi kewajibannya atau obligation dan bertindak tidak bertanggung jawab. Polanya should ditambahkan continuous. In this case, modal verbs can be used in the continuous form. The sentences using should be plus verb ing shows about a present regret. It is unfulfilled obligation in the present. In the other words, it tells about the activity that should be done in the present, but it is not. Sebagai contoh, you should be wearing your seatbelt. Ini for unfulfilled obligation in present. The fact is, you are not wearing your seatbelt. Kamu harus memakai ikat pinggangmu. Faktanya, kamu nggak memakai ikat pinggangmu. You should be studying for the test. Kamu harus belajar untuk ujian. Ini adalah for unfulfilled obligation in present. The fact is, we are not studying and we should. Kiki should be closing the door to his house all the time. Faktanya, Kiki is not closing the door to his house all the time. Kiki seharusnya menutup pintu rumahnya selamanya. Faktanya, Kiki tidak menutup pintu. They should be at school. Mereka seharusnya di sekolah. Nah, ini tidak terpenuhi di masa sekarang. Faktanya, those boys shouldn't playing soccer at this time. Jadi faktanya mereka bermain sepak bola. Dan kita bisa mengatakan, those boys shouldn't playing soccer at this time. Contoh lain, they should be practicing for their performance. Mereka seharusnya latihan untuk penampilan mereka. Tapi ini tidak dilakukan pada masa present. Maka faktanya, they are not practicing for their performance. Mereka berada di restoran, bukannya mereka latihan. Nah, ini contoh dalam dialog, the use of should plus continuous form untuk unfulfilled obligation in present. Where is Zoe, Rob? I don't see him. Zoe is still in the school canteen, Jane. This is the time to get the third lesson. He said that he still felt hungry. Look, the teacher is going to come. He should be studying in the class now. Nah, he should be studying in the class now. Itu faktanya dia tidak berada di kelas sekarang, tapi dia berada di kantin si temannya ini ya. Dialog 2. The use of should plus continuous form for unfulfilled obligation in the present. You should be doing your homework now. Jadi si ibu mengatakan ke anaknya, dia itu saat ini harus sedang mengerjakan PR. Tapi faktanya dia tidak membuat PR. Yes, you are right, jawaban anaknya. Yes, you're right, Mom. I should be doing my homework. But I'm not. I'm watching TV. You should do it as soon as possible, dear. Nah, ini saran dari ibunya. Okay, ma'am. Short functional text. In the dialogue above, it concludes that the sentence used is should plus continuous form. In this case, modal verb can be used in the continuous form. The sentences using should be plus verb ing shows about a present regret. It is unfulfilled obligation in the present. In the other words, it tells about an activity that should be done in the present, but it is not. Nah, ini fungsinya, should ditambah verb continuous, itu adalah untuk menyatakan penyesalan di masa sekarang. Itu adalah keharusan di masa sekarang, tapi tidak dikerjakan. Here is the pattern. Positive form, subject plus should be plus verb ing. Negative form, subject plus should, not, plus be, plus verb ing. Ini gunanya not fulfilling an obligation. Yaitu kita menggunakan should be plus verb ing. This expresses the idea that the subject is not fulfilling their obligation or it is not acting sensibly. Lesson 3. Regret, unfulfilled obligation in the past. Nah, jadi kita belajar penyesalan untuk masa lampau. The use of should, kita menggunakan should plus perfect atau should ditambahkan have tambah verb 3. Function of should have plus past participle. Number 1, should have plus past participle can mean something that would have been a good idea, but that you didn't do it. It is like giving advice about the past when you say it to someone else, or regretting what you did or didn't do when you are talking about yourself. Jadi gunanya ini adalah ketika kamu bicara sama temanmu, kamu menyesali apa yang tidak kamu lakukan atau yang kamu lakukan di masa lampau. Kita menggunakan pola should have tambah dengan past participle atau disebut juga dengan verb 3. Nah, should plus verb 1, verb 3. Nah, polanya should, yang negatifnya shouldn't have plus past participle, maksudnya means that something was not a good idea, but you did it anyway. Sesuatu yang tidak bagus tapi kamu lakukan. For example, I should have studied harder. Faktanya, I didn't study very hard, and so I failed the exam. I'm sorry about this now. Kamu seharusnya belajar keras, tapi faktanya kamu tidak belajar keras sehingga kamu gagal ujian dan kamu merasa menyesal sekarang. I should have gone to bed early. I didn't go to bed early, and now I am tired. Nah, keharusan masa lampau itu kamu harusnya pergi tidur lebih awal. Tapi faktanya kamu tidak pergi tidur lebih awal dan sekarang kamu merasa lelah. Should plus verb 3 or perfect. Example, I shouldn't have eaten so much cake. The fact is I ate a lot of cake. And now I don't feel good. Next example, you should have called me when you arrived. The fact is, you didn't call me and I was worried. I wish that you had called me. Next example, John should have left early. Then he wouldn't have missed the plane. The fact is, but he didn't leave early, and so he missed the plane. Number 2, we can also use should have plus verb 3 or past participle to talk about something that if everything is normal and okay, we think has already happened. But we are not certain that everything is fine. So we use should have and not the present perfect or past simple. It is often used with by now. For example, his plane should have arrived by now. The fact is, if everything is fine, the plane has arrived. John should have finished work by now. If everything is normal, John has finished work. Next, we can also use this to talk about something that would have happened if everything was fine, but has not happened. For example, Lucy should have arrived by now, but she hasn't. Jadi, kita bisa menggunakan should plus verb 3 ini untuk sesuatu yang belum terjadi. Dialogue 1. For unfulfilled obligation in the past. Mrs. Rustanti punished John yesterday because he didn't submit his homework. John should have submitted his homework. Dialogue 2. For unfulfilled obligation in past. The party last night was great. You should have come. I have toothache. I shouldn't have eaten too much chocolate. Dialogue 3. Excuse me, Mr. Rudolph. May I come in? Yes, James, come in, please. Well, how can I help you? I want to submit my math assignment. I know it is already very late. James, you should have submitted this assignment a week ago, but you failed. Sorry, I cannot accept it. Jadi di sini seharusnya John sudah menyerahkan tugas, yaitu seminggu yang lalu. Tapi dia tidak melakukannya. Short functional text in the dialogue 1, 2, and 3 above. It is showed that the sentence used is should plus perfect form. The sentences using should plus perfect shows about a past regret or unfulfilled obligation in the past. Here is the pattern. Positive, subject, should plus have plus verb 3. Negative, subject plus should plus not plus have plus verb 3. This form has different purpose from the previous explanation. When using this pattern, you are talking about something in the past that you ought to or might have done. Jadi pola ini digunakan untuk mengungkapkan sesuatu yang harus kamu lakukan di masa lampau, tapi tidak kamu lakukan di masa lampau tersebut. Exercise. Read the following situations, then give your correct answer for unfulfilled obligation in the past using form should plus perfect form. Choose A, B, C, D, or E for the correct answer. Mary. Has Rina called from London? Dylan. Not yet. She blah blah blah. It right after. She arrived a week ago. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is Dylan, not yet. She should have done it right after she arrived a week ago. So, the correct answer is C. Number 2. Fitri. Tony has been hospitalized because he was electrocuted yesterday. Hanif. The correct answer is he shouldn't have touched an electrical appliance when he was wet. So the correct answer is C. Question number 3. She missed the train. She blah 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 earlier. She missed the train. She should have left earlier. The correct answer is D. Question number 4. My brother is the intensive care unit now. I blah 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 him to the doctor earlier before he got worse. The correct answer is my brother is in the intensive care unit now. I should have taken him to the doctor earlier before he got worse. So the correct answer is D. Question number 5. Jennifer went to school, though she was sick. She blah 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 in bed to have a rest. Jennifer went to school, though she was sick. She should have stayed in bed to have a rest. So the correct answer is E. Nah, sekarang apakah Anda memahami pernyataan keharusan melakukan sesuatu, baik lisan maupun tulisan? Apakah Anda memahami fungsi sosial struktur teks dan unsur kebahasaan dan teks pernyataan keharusan melakukan sesuatu dalam bentuk dialog? Apakah Anda dapat menganalisa fungsi fungsional struktur teks dan unsur kebahasaan dan teks pernyataan keharusan melakukan sesuatu dalam bentuk dialog? Apakah dapat merespon makna dan teks penggunaan modal should, baik lisan maupun tulisan? Apakah Anda dapat menyusun teks penggunaan modal should dalam bentuk dialog sesuai dengan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan serta sesuai konteks? Nah, berharap kamu semua sudah menjawab iya. Ya, kalau tidak, silahkan tulis pertanyaan di kolom komentar ya. Oke. Oke, itulah pelajaran kita hari ini mengenai yaitu should, modal should plus simple form, modal should plus continuous, dan modal should plus perfect. Berserta penggunaannya, kapan digunakan, dan apa formnya. Oke, see you. And thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.